If your bedroom looks fine but doesn't actually feel like it's finished, this is a two-part series that's going to be showing you exactly how to fix that. Hello, my name is Adiola Masaku, and every trick in this series is to make sure that your bedroom feels intentional. Today, we're going to be building the foundation, which is your bed, your walls, and your light. This will make your bedroom feel a lot more intentional rather than just being thrown together. Everything in your room starts with a bed. It's a bedroom afterwards. So you want to make sure that that bed is a major focal point when you're working. And the best way to do it is start with the headboard. Your headboard should either be upholstered or textured, nice and tall. If you can go bespoke, definitely go bespoke on it, because if your headboard is not giving, oh, it's present, you're going to find that your room might actually feel unfinished. Then the reason why this is happening is because when you walk into the room, your height doesn't have anything to actually land on. A strong headboard actually anchors the whole room. It gives you something to work with. If you have a strong headboard, then you can start thinking of how you're going to work the bed sheets, how you're going to work the rug and the light. So don't miss out on this one. Now that you've got your anchor, you're going to go ahead and add depth behind it. And the best way to do this is by adding a wall panel as a backdrop behind your headboard. This is one of the most underrated upgrades that you can do to your bedroom. Even a simple design will actually add warmth, depth, and texture to where your eyes naturally focus on. It also does something simple but actually quite subtle. It makes the bed feel grounded, like it actually belongs to the wall rather than it being being pushed against it. Now, if you want that same put together feeling, this next trick is for you. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give us a thumbs up. It really does help my channel so it can show it to other people who likes content like this. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Next one will be add a wall texture. If you want to have that feeling of a bit of movement on your walls, add like a wallpaper that actually has some kind of texture feel to it. I think this really works well. If you haven't got much walls to work with, because maybe one wall is already taken over by your wardrobe, the next one is taken over by where you sit and do your makeup, you might have just one or two walls left, or maybe the other one is taken over by your curtains and you've only really got one wall to really work with. I would say add a wall panel on here all the way from the ceiling down. Make it a real focal point. But if you've got more rooms or more walls to work with, I would say add a nice texture wallpaper that actually has a bit of movement, that has a bit of feeling around the wall. This will make you have that feeling of everything being put together. My next trick will be to add a pendant light above your nightstand on both sides. I think this is actually better than using a lamp. Not everybody can use a pendant, but I would always say if you have the choice to go for a pendant light rather than going for a lamp, this allows you to have space on your nightstands on both ends, and then you can add other things on there. So if you have a pendant light either on both sides of your bed or at the center of your bed, this actually draws a lot of focal point to your bed at different heights, not at the same height as everything else in your room. In part one, we have covered some foundation. We started with the statement headboard. We also talked about putting a wall panel as a backdrop behind that headboard. We also talked about making sure that your walls have some kind of texture in them. And then lastly, we talked about pendant lights. To bring all of this should give you a really good foundation to having a much finished and intentional bedroom. In part two, I'll be covering the finishes, so stick around for part two as well. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and see you in my next video.